Meet Terri Lewis, a certified Heartwork Journaling Coach from Pennsylvania, specializing in improving relationships. Terri has a passion to clear the way for deeper connection with oneself and others. Today, she's going to share criticism to connection. Welcome, Terri, to the Bree Talk stage.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I'm very excited to be able to share with you today. I would like to start by just kind of telling how I got into Heartwork journaling. And that was growing up, I was in a loving family, two parents, and one of the stories I learned or things that I heard about when I was younger was that I was kind of too much. I was too sensitive. I was too emotional. That I made mountains out of molehill. You know, my dad would say to me, "You want to cry? I'll give you something to cry about." So I kind of got this story about myself that there was like something wrong, something missing, something wrong that I was too sensitive and too emotional. So therefore, as a kid, I kind of tried to damp down myself or hide my emotions or not really experience them. I had depression and anxiety throughout my life. But I also, did some personal growth along the way and learning about positive thinking and things like that, which is great. But sometimes we could still miss that point of, just think positive and don't pay attention to what you're really feeling. So I was looking for a way, because not only did I not know how to process it, but sometimes I didn't even know what I was feeling. Because if you're so used to shoving it or not paying attention to it, I didn't know what the feelings were. So I found online there was this class being offered, and it was called Doodle Your Emotions. And it talked about how emotions are so important because emotions are what cause us to do things or not to do things. So I got introduced to this concept and I loved it. I was learning that, emotions aren't right or wrong, they just are. And how much power they have in our lives that we don't even realize. And I also learned, what causes emotions? Where do emotions come from? Is it our circumstance or is it what we're thinking about the circumstance? So I took the university for a year. I fell in love with the concepts and the way to process your emotions and learning more about myself. And so therefore I took a certification, and because I want to be able to bring it to the world, because to me it made such a difference learning some of these tools. So I wanted to bring it to the world. So oopsie, I forgot to push my timer. um, anyway, so what I want to do today is I would like to kind of show you through a doodle some of the things that I've learned about things that we can change for ourselves. And what I hope today that you guys get out of this is the power, getting back your power, the power that you have. So I'd like to start with what I'd like to share with you is a personal experience with my husband, longing for more connection, always wanting to be closer, but just feeling like I couldn't get it. And what I would think is he needs to be different, right? We all kind of have what we call an instruction manual. And sometimes we have it for ourselves, we have it for other people. And sometimes we don't even realize we have it. And that is, in order for me to be happy, you have to act this way, or you have to be this way, and then I can be happy. And so what I want to show you today is an example of cooking with my husband. And so some of the things that I would think about when I think about cooking with my husband is he's annoying. He's so precise, would be my thought. He's so precise And because of that, it drives me crazy, right? So that's what I'm thinking. So what I want is more connection with my husband, but thinking something like he's too precise is kind of, if you say you're cooking, right, together, and what I was putting in the recipe was things like criticizing, criticizing him. I was frustrated with him because my husband, being so precise, he actually would like to put goggles on when he cuts onions. And, he would have to have the perfect, measuring cup. Yeah, but have it just right. And, and so these are the things, the thoughts that I'm thinking that I'm putting into this recipe of cooking and connecting with my husband. I'm criticizing, I'm frustrated. So I'm already feeling disconnected. I'm disconnecting, but I'm the one that's doing the disconnecting. Oh my gosh. So what I decided was I'm going to change that thought. And we can all do that. We can change the way we think. And so instead of causing disconnection by thinking, and also thinking about how my husband may have been thinking. What if me criticizing him? Why do you have to be that way? Why do you come on, hurry up? Why you got to be so slow? I'm sure he's probably thinking like, I'm not enough. You know, she's not happy with me. I'm not good enough, and that doesn't feel very good. That doesn't want to make you feel connected with somebody. So what I did was I changed my thinking. So instead of thinking, oh, he's too precise, he's annoying, and causing all this disconnect, I just changed my thought to, I'm just gonna love him. So in our relationships with people, kind of that instruction manual that we have, like just get rid of that instruction manual of like, this is how you have to be. This is what you have to do for me to feel a certain way. So I got rid of that. And the thought that I had instead was, I'm just gonna love him. So this time when we were cooking and he wanted to, he wanted to um, measure, take his time, I kind of felt like I had almost like a different pair of glasses. I had glasses on this time, but it was kind of looking through the thought of, I'm just gonna love him. And not only did I wasn't feeling as annoyed about what he was doing and how he had to cook a certain way, but I actually kind of like was appreciating that he's different and it's okay. And that actually, unbelievably to me, brought such connection. And here for years, I'm thinking, in order for us to have more connection, he has to change. He has to be different. But that wasn't it. I did have the power to get myself unstuck and not to have to feel like he needs to be different. He needs to change. And this isn't to make anybody feel guilty or anything like that. It's just, for me, it was such an aha that I could realize that I had the power to make more connection. And who doesn't want more connection with their spouse or with other family members? And I wonder if you guys could relate to this. Do you have either anybody in your life that you feel that you want them to be different in order for you to feel better? Or also the opposite, where, um, you know, how does it feel for us? I even know how it feels for me. Like my parents had an instruction manual, right? And that was Terri needs to be less sensitive. Terri needs to be this. And that doesn't make me feel good. And we really, so it's accepting people and accepting each other. So I just, I was just so excited to be able to, you know, have more connection with my husband and with other people. And so I would like to, my website is here, terry'sheartofthematter.com. And the offer I'd like to make today is everybody has their hero's journey of being on their journey. And we all kind of could use a guide along the way. So if you're looking for more connection with yourself or others, I would love to be able to work with you to guide you in that. I'd like to offer our free consult, which would kind of be a before where you are now and where you would want to go. And I could help you kind of see some of those things. And also, I would like also along with that, one free coaching session. So thank you for allowing me to share from my heart today. And I hope that you realize the power you have to make different choices.